Welcome to Reddit Reads r/ProRevenge. Our first Reddit post is from Rihanna Zamiralnum, TL Drive at bottom. When my auction and not pay, oh trust me, you're going to pay. I make art as a hobby. Metal sculptures. I only sell them when I need a bit of money for something. It ended up selling for a bit over 500. I had a holiday coming up, so listed one here on Tradem, an auction site, for a one reserve. The auction lasted 10 days, and the piece got quite a bit of interest in that time, with lots of people adding it to their watch list and bidding on it. Perfect! I contacted the winner with my bank details and asked for their delivery address. No reply. Email again. Nothing. I look into his profile a bit, and sure enough, he doesn't follow through on half things he buys. Fair few grumpy feedbacks from other sellers. He's a complete time waster, TW. I'm a bit pissed. I've already had to pay a listing fee, advertising fees, and 40 success fee. I'll eventually get this back, but still annoying, and being in limbo on a deal sucks. You kind of expect the money and kind of don't at the same time. Got me raging. I Google his email, nothing. I check if he has any listings for sale. He doesn't add. Besides give him bad feedback, there's not really much I can do right now. I add him as a favorite seller. This way next time he lists something I'll get emailed about it, but he never does. About a year later, after I'd forgotten all about it, I get a bunch of emails from Tradem telling me TW has new listings. Seems TW is packing up shop and moving to Australia. Seems everything has got to go, mate. Ironically, his listing states that everything must be picked up by end of August, as I'm moving to Australia, no time wasters. He's got listings for a car, motorcycle, tools, a welder, some furniture, rims, and a bunch of other stuff. He hasn't. I give his feedback another quick look to see if he's changed his ways. Over the following week, I research what a good price would be for everything he lists. I share all his listings with my friends and get them to add his listing to their watch list, instruct them to go into a bidding war with me on each item up to a certain amount, but no further. I win all of his auctions using a bunch of false accounts. Lucky guy gets top dollar for everything. I reply all the auction-winning email confirmations from the various accounts, arranging different pickup times for the goods, agreeing to paying cash on pickup for everything. As the week goes on, I cancel, reschedule, rain check, and delay every pickup, bearing in mind I'm pretending to be a different person for each item from different SIM cards. I was late, of course. On the day I'd arranged to pick up the car, it had been agreed previously that he could continue to use his car up until 2 days before leaving for Australia. Because I'm a nice guy like that, I text him that I'm on my way, see you at 1. Nearly there, mate, see you soon. Half an hour later, 5 minutes away, 20 minutes later, I'm here, where are ya? Ignore the text messages and waited for the call. TW, where are ya? Me, annoying isn't it? TW, what? Me, annoying isn't it? What do you mean? Me, you know, having someone bid on your auction with no intention of buying it. TW, are you fucking kidding? Me, no, I remember being quite annoyed when you did it to me. TW, who, when? Me, I'll let you figure that one out. Click. All of them. Over the next few hours I called him as the welder buyer, annoying isn't it? The motorbike buyer, annoying isn't it? Outdoor furniture buyer, annoying isn't it? To top it off, I gave him positive feedback on everything I bought, saying he was a top trader, a easy pickup. In the coming weeks, I was contacted by Tradem regarding his dispute. He was wanting to get the success fees back, over 500 altogether. I guess I responded to each of those with the fact that I had already paid and picked it up and was happy with the item. Not sure if he got all those success fees back, but I very much doubt it. This comment is from Tridoinksmethingnew. TL Drive, someone won my auction and didn't pay, so I won their all auctions and didn't pay either. Haha, nice. Well done. I tip my hat to you. I can't say I've ever heard of Tradem, but if it's anything like eBay, and the terrible number of non-paying bidders, I totally understand. However, you can let them bid in order to drive the price up shortly before the listing ends, then block their bids. It got the point where I had to no longer accept zero feedback bidders because so many think it's fun to win an auction and not pay or drive the bids up to something unrealistically high. They'll find out then suddenly they can't. I did enjoy letting them do that work for me. This comment is from Rihanna Zamiralnam. It's New Zealand's eBay. This comment is from Life from Befro House. Most people that use it the pretty genuine, but it's always the few that spoil it for the rest. Do you know the struggle of having a broken rib and desperately trying not to laugh? Well, I do now. Now, a word from today's sponsor. Make sure to donate to my Patreon down in the description below to get early access to videos, participate in special patron-only events, and other goodies. Any amount of money is greatly appreciated. It makes it easier for me to make the content that I love making, and I know you guys love too. Now back to the video. Our next Reddit post is from Dandelion. Destroy my clothes, enjoy your time in jail. So this happened when I was 14-15. My mother was married to a man who had an adult son from a previous marriage. I think he was mid-20s. They even left the gas burners on once because they forgot they turned the stove on. He lived the hippie life literally on the streets by choice, and about once a year or so he would hitchhike his way to our house with his friends. Anyhow, like any teenage girl, I was obsessed with my clothes. I had laundry sitting in the dryer, including these awesome corduroy pants I had only worn once. Stepbro and friends are doing laundry, and instead of doing something normal like moving my stuff aside or putting it in my room, they decide, oh man, it would be so dope to cut these up and make like a sweet cape. So that's what they did. I saw Stepbro wearing this cape and recognized the material. Are those my pants? They were in the laundry, man, ya know, like finders keepers. I was furious and his dad wouldn't do anything about it. My mom was pissed because she had just bought these for me and they were pricey. Mom didn't like this annual visit anyhow, but to keep her marriage, she put up with it. I wanted to get back at Stepbro, but he had nothing of value because of his lifestyle. Then, I remembered I overheard my parents fighting, and my mom had mentioned Stepbro had got a girl pregnant, and the kid was like 2 years old, and he hadn't so much as given the girl a penny, or even seen the child since it was born. So the next day, my parents were at work. Stepbro is hanging out listening to music or something. I decide to call the cops. I gave my address and waited. The dispatcher asked the name of the person. I gleefully gave Stepbro's name, and they confirmed there was in fact a warrant out for him. I wasn't sure what to say, but I told the dispatcher I knew of someone who might have a warrant out for failure to pay child support. Now, before you say, how would a teenager know about that? Well, my birth father is a demon and was at one point nearly arrested for that same offense. 20 minutes later, cops roll up. They knock and I let them in and lead them right to him. He's right here, officers. I couldn't stop smiling. They cuff him and take him off to jail. An hour later, my mom calls the house after Stepbro had used his phone call to call his dad, and I tell her exactly what I did. She whispered, "Good job," but then pretended to loudly reprimand me as she was with Stepdad. Stepdad couldn't get the fine and bail money together fast enough. My mom luckily divorced that asshole and is now married to a very nice man. Still makes me happy 20 years later to remember seeing him being taken away in a cop car. Edit OMG, thank you for the gold and platinum. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea this would blow up. I was just procrastinating from my studying and decided to write down this lovely memory. I've tried to read most of the comments, so I'll answer all that I can hear. No, I never got new pants. Yes, he cut them up the legs and used them as the middle part with other fabric to make his cape. I think he tried sewing but may have turned to the hot glue gun. Dude was high like 247. As others said, this wasn't the only thing stepbro did to me. He did many other terrible things, including tearing down my posters and accidentally lighting my comforter on fire. I was at summer camp, also letting my dog free like his dog was. That's probably the worst thing he did to me personally as doggo's life. This was mother's third marriage. Nice guy she's with now is 4, so yes, we're all very dysfunctional. And no, whoever said if I get married and my husband cheats, watch out for obvious reasons. I don't believe in marriage. 20 years ago, the cops did tell you if someone had a warrant of that nature. Someone else pointed out this is child support, so it's national. I don't know how the laws are now in terms of privacy. Stepbro Wace is part of the Rainbow family. I don't know if he's still alive or anything. Haven't seen him since that incident. After he was bailed out, stepdad gave him some cash and he got out of town. I hope the little girl turned out okay. All I know is her mom was also one of the Rainbow people, and after the pregnancy went back to live with her parents. This comment is from Led76. My favorite part of this story is that the laundry is finders keepers. Kinda like beach combing, but more mysterious. Like it's some mystical place where things just turn up clean for those lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. This comment is from Mittenip. All that free stuff. I'm going to start visiting the laundromat. Exactly. This comment is from Sadwar. A grown man would have to be so severely emotionally stunted to actually call finders keepers on something that isn't his and destroy it and wear it as a cape with. That was Reddit Reads r/ProRevenge. If you like this content, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. Also subscribe to our Patreon, as that will help us a lot. See you next time.